Hey guys, Shannon here at That Tile Chick. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm just doing a quick video on how I prep my concrete subfloors. So I started already grinding down some of the old thin set and any debris or paint and whatever was attached to this floor before, but I just wanted to hop on and tell you guys what I was doing. So I have this 7-inch Makita Grinder. It's corded. Bought a dust shroud and a diamond cup wheel. They make grinders similar size and similar capacity for floor grinding, but if you don't have access to that and you just go to Home Depot, you can purchase all three things separately and still get the job done just as well. I have it attached to my vacuum here, so it's, I would say, about like 95% dustless. There's still some dust, but it's controlled very well this way. So I'm just grinding down the floor. So you can see, started from the inside of the room and I'm working my way out. This is what the floor looked like before. It had a bunch of paint, old thin set. So I would be grinding down any debris on the floor. That's step one. Then step two is you want to get your big level. I'll probably use my 8-foot level, or if you have a bigger straight edge, depending on the size of room you're working on, you want to throw your straight edge or your level down, and you want to see if there's any high spots you might have to grind down, or if there's any low spots you might need to fill in with some patch. After that, I'm going to go over with the Ditra uncoupling membrane. So that will go down with thin set, put the Ditra down, then you're ready for tile. I like to use Ditra as my uncoupling membrane. There is some other methods out there, but this is how I do it. So stay tuned. Let me finish this floor and I will show you the other steps. Okay guys, so now that the floors are all prepped, we cleaned any debris, it's free of any paint and dust. Then what you want to do is go over it with a vacuum, lightly pick up any of the settled dust and debris after, grinding the floor and all that other good stuff. Next, I'm going to move on to checking for flatness. So what you want to look for is 1/8 of an inch over 10 feet, especially for large format tiles. You don't want any high or low spots. If you did have any high spots or low spots, for high spots, what you can do after you throw your level down, you go around and you circle them out, and then you can come back with your grinder. If you have low spots, you want to go back and fill them with a cement patching compound. That will help you level out the floor as needed if you have any of those bird baths, they call them. So my floor, which I suspected, looks pretty flat. This is very uncommon. Usually you'll see floors have like a big high spot in the middle. That's pretty common. Or you'll have a low spot in the middle. But this is like an anomaly when your floors are flat like this. So you want to check from all different angles. So you see from the entryway to the closet is quite flat. This is an 8-foot level, but when you start moving it around in different directions, there's a small low spot there. Nothing too major, nothing to freak out about. I know there's a low spot over here by the closet. It's minor, very minor, so I can work with that. I'm going to check it going this way. It's pretty awesome. This is unheard of. I got lucky on this one. Okay, so after you check for flatness and fix any high spots or low spots in the floor, you want to go back and add an uncoupling membrane. Whichever one of your choice. I'm using for this install, I'm going to be using Schluter Ditra. I already pre-cut the areas, I laid it out, I cut it out. So I'm going to be mixing up some thin set and getting going with that. I drew a line, so I'm starting a long runway there and I'm working my way out to the left and the right side. So that's what's next. Let's get to it. Okay, so what is an uncoupling membrane? Basically, all it does in layman's terms is separates your tile from the substrate. So what does that do? That protects your tile. If you're tiling on top of a concrete slab, it protects your tile from cracking, any cracks transferring through from the substrate through to your tile. So we know concrete slabs are known to crack, and especially in Houston, so I want to protect my tile from that happening. So that's why I'm using an uncoupling membrane. I'm using Schluter Ditra, however there's others on the market. I would just do my research and choose which one is right for your application. Okay guys, so now since we're ready to start laying down the uncoupling membrane, which is adhered to the substrate with thin set, I am just moistening the slab right now with some water and a sponge. I'm going to be starting here and going all the way that way. Just a light soak and you're good to go. The reason I'm doing this is because this substrate is very thirsty. It's super dry, hasn't seen moisture for a very long time. So I'm just adding moisture back into the first couple layers so that it doesn't suck out the moisture from my thin set when I'm laying it, and it can get a good bond to my Schluter Ditra. Okay guys, so I'm using Schluter All Set, which is the approved thin set to use with Ditra. I'm using the Ditra trowel. So it just depends on whichever membrane you use for an uncoupling membrane. Just want to follow your manufacturer's instructions. Like I always say, check with them first. Don't go with what I say, because that's what I follow instructions always. So I'm just troweling in one direction, and then I'm going to lay out my Ditra and I'll roll it. So you'll see how it goes. Another thing I want to add is that when you mix your thin set to lay Ditra, and you're using Schluter, they recommend that you mix it a little bit more loose so that when you lay the Ditra over and you roll it out, because this is like a felt backing, you need it a little bit more moist to get a really good bond. Alright, so now we're all troweled, thin set's laid. Now I'm just going to roll out the Ditra. Okay, so once you get it down, you'll see where I stepped, you'll see the transfer of the thin set onto the backing of the Ditra. So I'm just going to go over it with a roller to collapse the ridges and get a good bond. This is just a Marshalltown roller. I got mine at Lowe's. I think they sell something similar at Home Depot, and you can probably get something similar on Amazon as well. I know Schluter sells a roller. It's a little bit more expensive, so there's options. But this just makes your life a lot easier, because your only other choice would be to use a wooden float and really push it in there. It's just a lot more labor intensive that way. It's very hard. So this gives you a little bit more leverage. All right guys, so there you have it. We prepped the floor. We use a 7-inch grinder to grind away any dirt and debris and leftover thin set from the previous tile. So then I went and I checked for flatness. So if you have any low spots or any high spots, you want to grind down the high spots and you want to fill your low spots with a cement compound. After that, you can lay your uncoupling membrane, depending on whichever one you use. I chose Schluter for this install. So I mixed the thin set for this entire room. It was like one bag, and then pre-cut all of my Ditra, laid it down, and now we're here. So that's it for today. Then tomorrow I can come in and you can tile. If you can get this done early in the day, then you can tile the same day. That's how it is for Ditra, but I'm going to come back tomorrow fresh and lay the tile. So that's it for my video. See you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed. Talk to you later.